Hey everybody! Recently Vsoft had an expert panel discussion on faster payment strategy, and we brought in experts from all around the industry to share their thoughts on what it takes to create a faster payment strategy. The first thing we asked them was, where do you start? What did they have to say? Let's go to the panel discussion and hear what an expert on payments compliance, audit, and risk assessments had to say. So let's go ahead and let's see what Pam would have to add to where do you start when it comes to developing that payment strategy.
Thank you, Kevin. And you know me, I always want to dummy it down and love the phrase, you know, are we going to make dog food that the dogs won't eat? So you got to know what kind of dog food they're eating and what kind of dog food they want. And what?
I'm just wondering who the dog is in this scenario.
It's our FIs and their strategy. So when I go in, for example, and I said I come in from maybe a little different perspective, but doing risk assessments. And I asked to review the strategic plan, and I see a huge gap when I review, and thank you, Lisa, for nodding your head there. I see a huge gap when reviewing a financial institution's strategic plan because I don't see a digital strategy. And had the pleasure last week of Jorge Jimenez, who's an advisor on the Faster Payments Council, spoke at my conference. And he touched on this very topic, and he even took it to, I guess, another level. And here we say, keeping it simple, that digital payment strategy should also include online account opening. And so we talk about faster payments, and here again, dummying it down, but how many financial institutions aren't doing just the simple thing? How many financial institutions, you know, the different flavors of fast, if you will, and maybe we're just slow here in Alabama, but how many credit unions aren't even tipping their toes in the water to even originate? And so I think we have a real opportunity here. I know, Attila, from a city perspective, you live in a probably a much different world than community banks and smaller credit unions. And so for me, it's, as you said, Kevin, providing, you know, the constituents we serve are the community banks and credit unions, and helping, and, you know, we do consulting to help them update their strategic plan to ensure that they've addressed I'll say a digital strategy that is faster payments as well as simple things like online account opening. So I think my 2 minutes are up.
What did you think? I love that comment. By doing risk assessments and being asked to review strategic plans, she sees a huge gap between, well, the lack of digital strategy. That digital payment strategy needs to include simple things. And of course, are we going to make dog food that the dogs won't eat? Those were some great comments. And there were more views shared from other experts. And if you'd like to hear and see what the other experts had to say, or maybe see the entire webinar on the faster payment strategy, then head over to paymentsprofessor.com. I'll put a link to the webinar in the description to help. For now, class dismissed.